Namaskaram. Namaskaram, dear friends. I just wanted to make this quick live stream info session about my Kerala retreat coming up in May 1st till 8th. And I've had some questions I just wanted to address. So if you're traveling from New Zealand, which is where I'm from right now, roughly the costs are $3,000 for the retreat and $2,000 for return flights to TRV, Trivandrum International Airport. So note that that is the airport to choose to fly into, unless, of course, you're doing other trips. The resort is roughly 20 minutes away from that airport, but I have had friends make that mistake of flying into Cochin, and then it's a longer journey. So anyway, the airport is Trivandrum. And from New Zealand, like I say, it's about 1,000 one way. You can fly I'm flying from Auckland, Kuala Lumpur to Trivandrum. You can fly from Singapore to Trivandrum, or go to Dubai. And then from Dubai, it's only a 4-hour flight from Dubai to Trivandrum. So that's kind of the logistics of how you fly there from New Zealand. Obviously, from other parts of the world, it's probably a lot more straightforward and a lot quicker. So from New Zealand, it is a bit of a long flight. But, I really embrace the flight. I embrace that time. I love that time on my own. It's part of the retreat for me. Reading what I want to read, watching what I want to watch, and just simply being in my own space. And actually traveling, if you are traveling on your own, can be incredibly liberating and quite an experience to travel on your own, especially, like me, I'm a mom. And to travel on your own is really liberating. You're just thinking, it's just me. Now what? What do I want to do? And that is part of the retreats. The retreat starts at the beginning of your travel, I feel. Well, it actually starts before. It starts in your mind, your planning, your pre-planning. And on that note, if you are joining, to get the most out of the Ayurvedic detoxification or cleansing process, is to just look at maybe your diet before you're traveling. Good starting now, looking at just cleaning up your diet a little bit. Maybe dropping a little bit of the alcohol if you are drinking alcohol. Lightening up on the consumption of meat. I'm not talking about anything strict here, but it's simply a process of lightening up. And that will help you get the most out of your retreat when you get there. So the other questions have been what are the treatments? So I keep saying treatments. The treatments are massage largely. So you have roughly between an hour and a half, kind of 2 hours by the time you leave the time in for the after coconut water drink that you sit out after your treatment. They cut the top off of a fresh coconut and you sit there, and you're advised to sit there afterwards and have your drink and rehydrate and chill. So if you take all that time in, it's 2 hours. The hands-on treatment is about an hour and a half, where you'll be oiled with warm oil, and it's medicated, tailored to your dosha. The therapists are advised from the doctors what type of treatment to do. However, you're on a rejuvenation program, so it really is quite Abhyanga massage, which revitalizes the whole system. Yes, so you'll be receiving that. You'll be receiving facials. They do these lovely natural facials of aloe vera and rose water and beautiful herbs, scalp massage, sometimes ear treatments. I've had some issues with my ears, particularly after flying, so they add that in. Shirodara is a beautiful oil treatment, warm oil treatment that is systematically poured over the front of your head, top of your forehead. And you lie there, and it's this wonderfully deep experience. Very good for calming the vata dosha, and which means overthinking, excessive thinking, and particularly anxiety or stress-related illnesses, which I feel is what is largely being treated here. And for myself, I know. So I first was drawn to go to this retreat, just coming up to my 50th birthday. In fact, I had it in my head that when I turned 50, I would treat myself to this retreat. Uh, and another teacher, a friend of mine, said, "Do it, do it, do it." He was coming into his 80s, and he was, "Do it, do it." So yeah, I did, and it coincided. I booked a trip, and it coincided with me having a major shift in my life, actual complete adrenal burnout. Um, I was suffering from panic attacks, agoraphobia, anxiety. My anxiety just went off the chain, and it coincided with this time. Perfect divine timing. So I went there quite frazzled, and the nourishment to my nervous system was huge, huge. So it was at a time of some major life events going on, and a transition in life. And I feel that these retreats sometimes call to you at certain times if you've gone through something lately, or if you just really feel there's a time in your life for a significant change. Well, this will support you through that. This will actually deeply nourish you and support you on that journey. So I can't say enough about that. And I've not looked back since. And I made a vow to myself to go back every year and make this a priority for my health. So, I work hard, I save money all year. I coincided with a trip to see my mum in the UK. And bless her, we get to spend some time together every year after the retreat. And it really is wonderful. So again, I invite you to make this a priority for your health, to invest in you. It really is the highest investment to take that leap of faith. It really is faith, and faith not in a false sense, but in a way of a belief in yourself, and a belief that you have given enough. You are enough, you've given enough, you deserve this. You deserve this. And it's wonderful that you're contemplating this, and that you are thinking of receiving it and actually making it a reality, because I can't say enough. It's a life changer. It's a huge investment into yourself. So other questions came up about cultural trips. If you wanted to stay longer, of course do. 1 week is short. They do 2-week treatments, a month panchakarma detox treatments. A week is incredibly short. It is just the only amount of time that I can give to this at this stage. So stay for longer. I can help you book the rooms, and I hope I can get that discounted rate, but I'm sure I could if you're staying a bit longer. Or feel free to travel. There's wonderful Kerala backwater trips you can do. It's kind of the thing to do in Kerala to really see the area. My husband and I did that 20 odd years ago. It was incredible. I'm quite focused when I go there. I go there for the retreat and for the treatments and the temples and the cultural excursions, and to see some of my friends there. And then I head off to see my mom. So, but if this is just maybe the start of your Indian journey, it's a beautiful way to land in the country and get acclimatized. And maybe it's that you do a trip in India, maybe it's that you do a side trip to Sri Lanka. That is so close when you're in Trivandrum. You might go back to Dubai and travel through Asia or onto the UK. You know, it's your choice, but do make this maybe part of your trip. Stop over on the way there and rejuvenate yourself. And I was saying the other day to somebody interested that, when you've invested some money and time into a holiday or some time away, and you come back completely depleted, tired, overspent, overeaten, not feeling good. This is completely different. You will come back without an ounce of regret of the money you've spent, and you will really be feeling just top of the world. To the point of, wow, can I actually feel this good? Is this how I'm supposed to feel? And yes, it is. It is how you're supposed to feel. But we don't know until we experience it. So any other questions, please message me. There's my email on the retreat video link, and I will get back to you. Or some of you who I've sent the group email to, please email me back. And also my cell phone number is, I think, on those emails. If not, email me and I'll hook you up with that, and we can message and chat further. So thank you again, and I hope that answers a few questions. Oh, the one more question or concern people have had is how much time is spent in treatment and how much time is spent out for cultural trips. Well, the treatment is 1.5 to 2 hours, like I say. You actually don't even have to go to that if you don't want to. If you just feel like, I've had enough of hands-on massage. I don't know why you would, but if you do, and I knew of somebody who actually was tired of the oil. And yeah, if you're not used to that, that can be something, but you do wash it off afterwards. And if you really don't want a massage and you are tired of the oil, then you don't have to go. You can gift it to someone else. I could have 2 a day, so you can gift it to me. No, really, you can gift it to somebody else, or you don't have to go. This is your retreat. It is what you paid for, though. And I do encourage you to look at what your resistances are and why you're resistant to something. That is part of your inner journey and inner getting to know yourself. So treatments, roughly 2 hours. Yoga is optional. I do recommend obviously going to it, but it is optional. So after that, the time is yours. You might want to lie in a hammock and look at the beautiful ocean view. You might want to swim in the pool. You might want to go down on the beach. And there is a person on the beach who kind of looks after the area. And that is nice, because sometimes when you do go on the beaches, people are trying to sell things and whatnot, and that is completely fair enough. And I do encourage supporting them. Every time I go, I support them, buying a latest sarong or etc. That's part of it. That's the area, and I do really feel it's important that we as tourists respect the local people and support them. Part of this too is also supporting those local people. So what was I saying? I was saying you can do your treatments, and then if you want, and we can have a daily debrief on what you're wanting to do. If you want a trip out, I can arrange that very easily. I'll be going out every day to the temple, put it that way, in the morning. Early morning's the best time. One evening, I will be going to the Ganesha temple because that's so fun to experience. Trivandrum in the evening, it can be quite lively, and there's wonderful little local shops and amazing food, and just seeing the streets there is wonderful. So that's Trivandrum in the evening, Ganesha temple. The mornings, the Kali temple. calls. And also, I go with my friend, and he brings food to some local people who cannot afford meals. So I support him on that. I give him some money, and he goes and buys the meals, and then we go and distribute them. So that's wonderful. He goes to the temple every day and feeds people every day. And himself isn't that well off. So it just shows the level of giving in this region. So, and in all of India, really, there's incredible, incredible. So, yeah, I'll be going to the temples in the morning. There's an option of the elephant tour. You can easily arrange that. I've done that already, so I'll let you experience that. You go with your private driver, who I will line up for you. And his name is Prasad. Wonderful man, very safe. He's a good driver, nice car, very clean, on time, everything. So he's a wonderful person. And so he would take you to there. Different excursions, shopping. If you wanted to go shopping, we can arrange that too. Anything is possible for you when you're there. Trust me, anything is possible. They make it so easy for you to do whatever you actually really want to do. So I hope that answers a few questions, and please email me and watch the videos again. There's a lot of info to take in. Trust your gut. I'm not here for a hard sale. I'm going anyway. And I want you to come. I want you to join me. I don't need you to be there as such. I'm not doing this as a really hard sell, or there's no financial ties there. I guess I was so filled up by it, and continue to be so filled up by it every time I go, that it's natural to eventually just want to share that. So thank you for listening. Thank you for considering, and trust your heart, trust your gut. Join me for a trip of a lifetime. Kerala, 2025, May 1st till 8th. I know that's not far away. But actually, I got some really good deals on flights. In fact, better than when I booked in advance. So a lot in advance. So I got some really good last minute deals. Talked to your travel agent. Yeah, I got a great deal. So see how you go. Contact me. Thank you, Kerala, May 1st till 8th. Can't wait. And if you aren't joining me in person, because that too, it's a lot. If you're not, please join me in your heart on YouTube. I'll be doing some live streams daily nidras, which I will live stream with the consent of the group, and sharing some of the journey, and invite you to take your own retreat, digital retreat at home at the same time. So implementing Ayurveda is incredibly practical system, and it's all about implementing it into your home life. So if you want, join me via live stream, join me with the chats, or watch the replays. Thank you for your time. Namaste, dear YouTube friends. See you. Bye.